a shark, babe, has such teeth, dear, and it shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Maggie Heath, babe, and it keeps it out of sight. You know when that shark bites with his teeth, babe, scarlet billows start to spread. Fancy gloves, though, wears old Maggie Heath, babe, so there's never a trace of red. Now on the sidewalk, ooh, Sunday morning, lies a body just oozing life. And someone sneaking round the corner. Could that someone be Mac the Knife? There's a tugboat down by the river.
What's going on here, Tess?
His name is James Block, and he's headed for trouble. The kind of trouble he can't buy his way out of.
He disappeared, babe, after drawing out all his hard-earned cash. And now Maggie Heath's been just like a sailor. Could it be our boy's done something rash? Yes, Susie Tawdry, Miss Madeline, and Lucy Brown. Oh, the line forms on the right, babe. Now that Maggie's back in town, I said, Jenny Diver, whoa, Suki Tawdry.
Is he going to jail?
Not James. That man always manages to wiggle out somehow. He's been cheating the law almost as long as he's been cheating death.
Death? Why, what's wrong with him?
Heart condition. Years ago, the doctors told him he wouldn't make it to 30, and he's been running scared ever since.
What's he afraid of?
Something that's just about to happen, but he's going to get a second chance, and he needs you to help him make it count.
Look out, old Maggie is back.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Cleared up your heart condition for all it's worth, and with a little fancy footwork, got the state to let you off for 6 months. Community service.
6 months? Seems kind of long.
James, you broke the law. People go to prison for bribery.
Other people go to prison. I told you he can get me out of anything.
Yeah, but he won't need to anymore, right? You said this would be the last time. You promised.
I know. I'm just telling you how terrific this guy is. He's the best lawyer in the business.
He's also the most expensive lawyer in the business.
Which means he'll be able to buy us something extra special for our wedding present?
Oh, you're coming to our wedding? Any idea when that's going to be?
Well, you know, I was thinking after this community service thing that maybe you and
James,
I...
the marriage license is going to run out before we even use it.
You didn't let me finish.
I don't have to. I don't want to hear you make me another promise you won't keep.
I love you, Rachel. I love you the way Bobby Darin loves Sandra Dee. But could he help it if he had a bad heart? Guys like me and Bobby, you got to cut us some slack. You know, he only made it till he was 37. I could be gone like that, Rachel. I'm living on borrowed time, you know.
I've heard this song before.
But you didn't let me finish. I guess living with me for 8 years would drive anyone crazy.
Well, you better think of something to improve her mood. We've still got the federal charges to deal with.
So,
the feds are going to be harder to handle. She knows where the bodies are buried, so to speak. What if they make her testify?
You don't have to worry about Rachel.
Okay. You're the boss. Report to the county hospital tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Community service.
Who's up at that hour?
You are.
James should have been here over an hour ago.
Oh, he will have a good excuse. He always does. But he's about to learn a very important lesson.
There's no use trying to sweet-talk Tess, huh?
No.
Hi, Tess. Hey, Monica.
Good morning, Amy Ann. How are you feeling today?
Well, I haven't been coughing as much, but I didn't sleep so good. Too quiet. Jelly donut? Your favorite kind.
A little bit of heaven.
Elvis bought somebody a Cadillac once for bringing him jelly donuts.
Yes, he did. Do you want me to buy you a Cadillac?
Of course not, Tess. Sometimes people just do things for other people because it's the nice thing to do.
Oh, thank you, Amy Ann. That's very sweet. Was there something else?
Please, Tess, can I have my record back?
No. Do you want your jelly donut back?
I promise I won't play it so loud. Monica, help me. I need my Elvis.
Tess, she needs her Elvis.
What she needs is to remember that there are other people on this floor that need rest and not blue suede shoes.
Come on. Everyone deserves a second chance.
Well, I'll think about it.
Selby to outpatient rehab.
You two run along now. I got some serious behind to kick.
Hi, I'm James Block. I believe I'm a little early for my 11 o'clock appointment.
Don't even try it.
But you didn't let me finish.
I don't have to. I'm your supervisor. My name is Tess.
Well, Tess, I'm a big boy. I don't need supervisors. Just point me to my office.
Now, let's get a few things straight. First...
Hold that thought, Tess. I'll be right with you. Hello.
James, got a problem. They've just issued a subpoena for Rachel. We can't let her take the stand, so you've got to do something. Now.
Okay, thanks. I'm on it. Aunt Margaret. Yes, I'll be there as soon as I can. I love you, too. It's my Aunt Margaret. She's taken ill. I'm gonna have to go.
Your Aunt Margaret died in Seattle in 1973. Now, let's finish going through my rules. You will be on time. You will do your community service, and there will be no more phone calls.
How did you know about Aunt Margaret?
You'd be surprised what I know. Now, you got some scrubbing to do. There's a hospital chapel down there that needs some serious elbow grease. Take this.
Selby to outpatient.
Go.
Selby to outpatient.
Now. Go.
Hello?
Hi, Rachel. It's James. I've just called to say that I love you, and I want you to marry me right now today.
Just like that? What's going on, James?
I don't know. I think it's just community service. I think it's really working. It's like being in this hospital has opened my eyes to what's really important in life. I now realize how much I need you. Oh, you should see me, Rach. I'm down on my knees in the hospital chapel. It's like for the first time in my life, I'm keeping my promise. Please, Rach, don't let me down.
James, are you sure?
I've never been more sure. Listen, it's 10:30. Meet me at noon, County Hospital. And Rach, I love you, baby.
I love you too.
You better get off that chapel floor before you bruise your knees.
Looks like somebody around here really likes Elvis.
Change the subject. Real smooth.
All right, look. Just do me a favor and keep quiet about this.
What's it worth to you?
Selby to outpatient rehab. Selby to outpatient rehab.
Mr. Presley must have a lot of fans in this hospital.
Do not sneak up on a guy with a bad heart. I was just tidying up Tess's desk. A remarkable woman.
Remarkable.
Do you know who you remind me of? My beautiful sister Molly. May she rest in peace.
You don't have a sister. And Molly, I believe, was your dog.
How do you people get this stuff?
I came in to get this record for Amy Ann because Tess has decided to give her a second chance. Amy Ann, have a surprise for you.
Yeah, here you go, kid. Just like I promised.
Just remember what you promised Tess, okay?
I will. And thanks, James. A pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, your parents must be very proud.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
As a matter of fact, I do. Check you later, kid.
Amy Ann lost her parents 7 years ago. She lives at the St. Vincent group home.
Yeah, that must be pretty tough on a kid. So listen, I'd love to stand around and chat about it, but I gotta finish cleaning up the hospital chapel. I want to make it look real nice for Tess. Would you do me a favor? Would you mind popping your head in and make sure I don't miss anything?
No problem.
You're a real angel. What do you say, noonish?
Noonish it is.
The priest that was supposed to perform the ceremony was in a terrible accident. I really appreciate you helping us out.
My pleasure. I'm here every Thursday. I don't do many weddings, though.
Excuse me. Hey, babe, you look great.
I can't believe this is finally happening.
I can't live another day without you as my wife.
Do you have a witness?
Right on time.
We're looking for James Block.
He'd better be in the chapel and smelling lemon fresh.
Thank you.
By the power vested in me by the state of Colorado, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Hold it! I have a subpoena here.
James, what is going on?
Rachel Carson?
Sorry, Rachel Block, and I believe it's not legal for a wife to testify against her husband?
So that's why you were in such a hurry?
Rachel, I love
I
you.
am
The
not a
point of
game
this-
piece for you to move around wherever you need it.
You didn't let me finish.
I don't have to let you finish. This is absolutely the most ridiculous thing you've pulled yet to
Who are you?
date. Oh, don't even try, James. This is without a doubt the most narcissistic, egotistical, are you getting the picture? The most arrogant, manipulative, completely self-absorbed thing. I mean, did you ever think how I might feel about this whole thing? I mean, really, you just take me for granted. I have stood by you for so long, and you do nothing. Day after day after day. It's embarrassing, and it's completely humiliating to me, James.
Andrew, his heart. Not yet.
James, what are you pulling now? James! James!
Doctor.
James, hold on. Hold on, James, hold on. You're gonna be okay. Shh. They're calling the doctor now.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid he's gone.
No.
got a pulse. Okay, bring in the gurney. Let's start a lidocaine drip at 80 milligrams.
Rachel, don't leave me.
I'm right here, James, right where I've always been, okay? Oh, please be careful. James, hold on, baby. You can do it. Okay.
The guy in the white suit, where did he go?
Shh, baby, just close your eyes and relax, okay?
This is his second chance, isn't it, Tess?
Yes, baby, and everyone doesn't get one.
Amy Ann?
She's gonna need an angel, too.
I don't understand. Am I here for Amy Ann or am I here for James?
Well, who says it has to be one or the other? Right now, Amy Ann and James have something in common. Neither one of them want to face the truth. But before long, they're gonna have to face it together.
Dr. Landy to ICU, stat. Dr. Landy to ICU, stat.
James, calm down. Shh. Be quiet, baby. Come on. I think he was having a bad dream.
Honey, why don't you go home and get some sleep?
Is he gonna be okay?
Hi.
I'm Amy Ann. You must be Rach.
How did you know?
James told me all about you. You can sleep in my room if you want.
Now, that's a good idea. It's just down the hall. Come on, darling.
Thank you, Amy.
No problem, Rach. I'm just gonna hang out here for a minute.
All right. Come on.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Yes, you were. You were praying.
I was not. So, sometimes I pray a little.
What were you praying for? Another Elvis album?
I was praying for you.
Why?
When you were asleep, you didn't look so good.
Yeah, I was having a bad dream. It was a nightmare. There was this tunnel. And there was this white light. It was so real I could almost reach out and touch it.
Maybe it wasn't a dream.
What do you mean?
They say when you die, you see a beautiful white light.
I didn't die.
Yes, you did. For almost a minute.
I was dead. I always thought that afterlife stuff was a big scam.
You don't believe in heaven?
No. If I did, and somebody up there was keeping score, I'd be in serious trouble.
Maybe it's not too late to change things.
I wonder what it would take.
Thanks, James. I really love these little walks of ours.
Believe me, Louise, the pleasure is all mine.
Helped sick lady in wheelchair.
James Block, you just had a heart attack. You should be resting.
No time. What can I do? Who can I help?
Hey, James.
Hey, Mr. Hyde. Hang in there. Looking good.
Well, since you're up, Amy Ann could use a visit.
Amy Ann, what's wrong?
She took a turn for the worse last night.
You know, that's the loveliest shade of blue I've ever seen on anyone's nails.
We can do the other hand later.
Hey, kid. What's going on?
Monica's painting my fingernails.
Blue?
Cool, huh? It's for my birthday party. You and Rach wanna come?
Amy Ann is going to be 14 tomorrow.
Sure, we'll come. I'll bring the cake and the music.
We've got all the Elvis music we need.
I was thinking more along the lines of Bobby Darin.
Who?
Bobby Darin, the greatest singer who ever lived.
Never heard of him.
That's because he died so young.
All right, baby. Time for your therapy.
Is that really necessary?
It's the only thing that'll clear her lungs.
I'll come back tomorrow. Hello, Dixie.
Hi,
Mrs. Lopez?
James, what are you doing up again? I warned you about that yesterday.
Well, there's got to be something else I can do. I've oiled the wheelchairs, I delivered the Jell-O, I even emptied the bedpans.
What about reading to the children?
Well, I did that. Velveteen Rabbit, Winnie the Pooh, Green Eggs and Ham.
Well, don't you think you've done enough?
Not even close. I better go see if Rachel's here with the cake. Morning, Monica.
Hello. I can't believe James, Tess. He seems like a new man.
It's more like an old dog trying to make God think he's learned some new tricks. He's doing all the right things for all the wrong reasons. 1224.
Oh, not Louise. She was getting better.
Cold blue, room 1224. Go, baby. We got work to do.
1224 stat. Code blue, room 1224 stat. Dr. Clark, room 1224 stat.
You just relax now, Louise. You had a close call there. James recently had a close call, didn't you, James?
You never told me that, James.
Yeah, well, I don't like to talk about it much.
Dr. Pearlstein to cardiac intensive care. Dr. Pearlstein to cardiac intensive care.
So did you see the light?
It was warm. It was so comforting.
You were actually in the light?
It was all around me. I can still feel it. And that wonderful man.
The guy in the white suit.
Yes.
He was about 30, quiet, kind of just stares at you.
He spoke to me. He smiled. He was so kind.
Kind?
He was with me every step of the way.
Hey! Hey! I know you. You were there.
Yes.
Louise told me that it was wonderful in the light, that you were with her every step of the way. But what about me? It's going to be wonderful for me next time?
That's not for me to decide.
But I'm doing all these good deeds.
James, if every one of your good deeds was a step to heaven, it would never reach high enough.
So what are you saying? I'm not going to heaven?
It's not up to me. It's up to you.
Don't give me that line. You can't con a con.
James?
The man in the suit.
A white suit?
There was darkness. A big wave of darkness was pulling me in.
Come on. We better get you into exam.
Okay, come on. There you go.
Dr. Ritzman to the pharmacy. Dr. Ritzman to the pharmacy, please.
Baby, you've got to calm down.
Yes, just try to relax, James.
You don't understand. You didn't see it. What are you doing?
Trying to help you.
You can't help me. Nobody can.
What is he so afraid of, Tess? He saw the light.
Yes, baby, but he also saw the darkness. And when people realize there's a choice, things get a whole lot harder.
Doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
James Block, are you shredding documents again?
What's the point, Rach? Good deeds don't buy you anything.
James, what is wrong with you? I ran all over town to get this cake and the present that you wanted me to find.
I gotta get out of here.
James, where are you going? I thought this birthday party was important to you.
You go. I got nothing to celebrate.
James!
You going somewhere?
We're all going somewhere, Tess, whether we like it or not.
Well, what about Amy Ann? You're just going to disappoint her?
When she grows up, she's going to find out that life is one big disappointment.
She's not going to grow up.
What do you mean? I thought she had pneumonia or something.
Cystic fibrosis. She hasn't got long. It's only her faith in God that has sustained her this far.
Her faith in God? You mean her fantasy?
God is not a fantasy, James, and you should know that better than anybody. You've seen his light, and most people aren't given that gift.
Gift? You mean curse? What's the point, Tess? To torture me? God exists, James, but not for you?
You cannot blame God for what you've done with your life.
What about Amy Ann's life? She probably hasn't done a lousy thing in 14 years, and you know what? I got it on very good authority that good deeds count for zip. You know what I learned when I died? I learned that there's light and there's dark, and where you end up is a crapshoot.
That's what you think, huh?
That's what I know.
Well, here's what I know. Whatever's going on in your world can be put aside long enough to help a little girl that's dying.
How many candles?
14.
Okay, and? Amy Ann, James is so sorry that he couldn't be here. He's not feeling very well. But he wanted me to tell you that next year.
I'll tell her myself.
James, now it's a happy birthday. I'm gonna have my birthday cake in Graceland next year. You guys wanna come?
Next year? I don't know.
We're just in time for the candles.
No singing. I just want to make my wish. Actually, It's kind of a prayer.
A birthday prayer. That's a lovely idea.
James, would you help me?
Sure, I'll help you, Amy Ann. By telling you the truth. You're dying.
James!
No. That's not true.
It's the God's truth, and the worst part is God knows and he doesn't care.
Stop it, James.
I've seen the light, and I've just told Amy Ann the truth. That's more than her God will ever do for her.
I thought God was watching over me.
He is, sweetheart.
I thought he was gonna make me better.
Yeah, well, God's the biggest con artist of them all.
Leave now. Go, go.
Dr. Sterling, pathology. Dr. Sterling.
How could you do that to her?
I told her the truth.
That her faith is a waste of time? That there is no God?
Oh, there's definitely a God, Rach, but he's nobody to put your faith in. He's a jerk, and only a loser puts faith in a jerk.
Maybe you're right. I stayed with you for 8 years on faith, hoping that one day you'd become the man I knew you could be. But today, you took that away too. I pray to God I never see you again.
Oh, God. No. You can't have her. No!
James.
I'm not gonna let you take Amy Ann.
It's her time to move on.
To what? Don't lie to me, I know.
No, James. I don't think you do. And I'm sorry. James. Are you okay?
No. How did you get that? I tore that up.
We're angels.
The both of you?
And Tess, too.
Pushing a woman in a wheelchair. Reading to the blind child. Buying a birthday present for Amy Ann. My, it's no wonder you were angry. Doing all these good deeds and the angel of death wouldn't even give you the time of day.
Give me that.
Don't you think you deserve bonus points? I mean, after all, Amy Ann is dying and you were good enough to tell her.
Why does she have to die?
Dying isn't what you think it is, James.
I know what it is. I saw it. I saw the light. The light is heaven and the darkness is hell, and that's where I'm going.
Hell is separation from God. It's an eternity without light. If you were on your way there, James, God wasn't sending you, you were sending yourself.
But I've been trying to turn it around. Why can't God give me credit for all the good things I've been doing?
Because you weren't doing these to honor God. You were doing them to get into heaven.
So how does anybody get in?
James, if every good deed that you do was a step to heaven, then...
I know. I'd still come up short. So what's the point if no matter what I do, I can never reach high enough?
You didn't let us finish.
People are always trying to build a stairway to heaven, James. Some are like towers and some are just a few steps high. But there has never been one that was quite high enough to reach all the way to God. That's when a soul has to stand on the very top step and call up and say, here I am, lift me up the rest of the way. And God hears you, and he reaches down, and he takes you home.
That's what God's mercy is. He doesn't give you what you deserve. He gives you what he wants you to have. The best of everything. Because God loves you. All you have to do is ask. So, it really is up to you.
So there is a heaven for me.
Yes, And it's more beautiful than you could ever imagine.
And I can get there?
You can start right now. Who do you think God is?
I don't know.
Well, God knows that. And he knows that you weren't ready to walk into that light. That's why he gave you a second chance. A chance to know him. When you stand in front of God, wouldn't you rather see the face of a friend than that of a stranger? A friend, a father, counselor, a confidant, a guide.
You know the light that you saw, James? That's just the beginning. Wait until you see what comes after that.
Okay, so how do I become friends with God?
God has given you a second chance, James. Take it.
Dr. Taylor to respiratory intensive care. Dr. Taylor to respiratory intensive care. Kathy Snipers, please check the message board and the blood donors.
I've used everybody my whole entire life. I even used you. And I used your name in vain. But I don't have to tell you that. I tried to build this stairway, you know, and I got maybe 2 steps on it. It must look really pathetic from where you sit. But, the angels, they told me that, that prayer can reach higher than stairs. So I am calling out to you to come and get me. Because I can't go any higher, not without you. I know that now. Look, I know I'm no good. All right? But if there's anything I can do, anything that's worth it, just use me. I guess you don't answer right away. That's okay. Because I'm just going to walk on out of here and I'm going to see what happens. Rach, what are you doing here?
Having my prayers answered.
There's somebody else who deserves to have her prayers answered, too. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I know that I gotta go be with her. Amy Ann?
Amy Ann, James is here.
I'm sorry, Amy Ann. I made a terrible mistake.
You're right. I'm gonna die.
I brought you a present.
Oh, look at that. Graceland. It's beautiful.
I figured if you couldn't get to Graceland just yet, I'd bring Graceland to you.
I'm not going to Graceland, James. And you know it. Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
All my life I've been praying to God. All my life. And I believed. I really did. But now when I need him most, I'm scared. I mean, what if I die and there isn't heaven? What if I die and there's no God? What if there's nothing but darkness after all?
God is waiting, Amy Ann. There's more. I know, I promise. I've seen a little piece of heaven.
You know, James, you can't con a con.
It's okay. Lie still, darling.
Listen to me, Amy Ann. I'm telling you the truth. God loves us. I know that now. If you can't hold on to him, ask him to hold on to you. Come on, Amy Ann. Ask him. Ask him.
Please. Hold on to me.
Isn't there anything we can do?
You're doing it.
James.
There's a beautiful light. All you have to do is walk toward it.
I'm so tired. I can't make it all the way.
You don't have to. Just go as far as you can, and he'll take you home from there.
Hello, Amy Ann.
I love you, Amy Ann.
Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on. Stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to light. Take my hand, precious Lord. Take my hand, precious love.